Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Throwing right away is Williams. Coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. To throw is Williams. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, if they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago. back in Week 12. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum, because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
You look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
They'll try and throw with Williams. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the option to give to Swift here. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a toss for Swift left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. His throw incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Darnold on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Darnold. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That touchdown reception, his 22nd of the year, tying him for second all-time with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, who also had 22 during the 1987 season. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. To throw, Williams. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's down the field for Jefferson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And that touchdown reception, number 23 for him on the year, it's going to tie him with Randy Moss for the most touchdown catches in a single season. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Williams to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's a 2nd and 8. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here. Williams loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they take a knee. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.